Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you are. Welcome back to Trackalicious. I'm Eric Ocasian, filling in for Mike Noss and Sagabashi here tonight. We are back in the Pro to Pavement series. Super exciting. Round 6 here at Kailami, driving Fasta in South Africa. Super excited. And my gosh, we have quite the grid tonight. Best of the best of the best. And looks like we got optimum track conditions. 30 degrees C air temp, 37 degrees Celsius track temp. And the crew is out qualifying right now, trying to do their best out there. So why don't we get right to it? Hello, Alex. Hello, Maverick. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm excited for this evening. See some great racing as we always do in this championship. Now, before we hop in there, let's have a quick conversation about what's going on in the championship. We have the standings. Dominant performance by the Canadian Jaid Hutchinson. P1 in race 1. P1 in race 2, P1 in race 3 and 4. Just crazy. Amazing job by Jaid so far. Renato Dornelas 2-2-2 and having missed the last race. Fantastic job. Quinn Smith trailing in third. 184, 169, 153. Jonathan Clifford 138 in fourth. Thiago Dinarte, the Brazilian, in 134. It's all about the car. Yeah, clearly the Nissan's just super OP, right? That's what it is, Alex. As we have Alex Hansen here. Where are you, Alex? In 19th place, just above the top 20. All right, let's hop in and see what is going on in the race here. How's everybody doing tonight? What's new? What's good? What's exciting? What's your world looking like today? Looks like we're actually missing Jaid tonight. That'll be interesting for the rest of the crew to try and take advantage of a situation with Jaid not here. What are people able to do? Jonathan Clifford extending the limits of the track to something a little bit more than intended. Sure. Disqualifying his lap in the process. Thiago Dinarte, the Brazilian, the top step right now in this burgundy Mustang. Please brake in T1. Definitely a concern for someone who was in that interim pole position. Dornelas not too far behind though. 0.057 seconds. No, honestly, Alex, 19th for this grid is incredible. Really good. Really good performance. Portis popping up into the top podium steps for his qualifying lap there. Portis being unfortunate in several races up to this point, but now trying to get out of a situation of that mid-pack shenanigans that happens sometimes. Putting down a good lap. Dornelas here in P3, having been knocked down just a second ago. Let's go out and look and see what his lap looks like as he comes to the final couple of corners here at Kailami in South Africa. We've been learning the corners through Cheetah, just sending it. And finally, through Ingwe. Through the straight, trying to maintain as much as he can. Does he get it? No! Only 2/300ths behind. I know there's a Interesting. So a blink takes a tenth of a second, so 0.1. So that's the difference between Dinarte and Portis. That is a third of the time between Dardanelles and Dinarte. Fantastic, unbelievable, great performance by these guys, and I'm sure both are going to be trying to pursue an even faster time, given that there's 7 minutes left in qualifying. It's not a comfortable position for either one of them to be in, as Renato Dardanelles continues to try to best his time in the vacuum racing McLaren here. I was suggesting to Alec that he could give me his account so I could drive for him this Sunday, but it would be super suspicious if he ended up on the podium. Yeah, Maverick, your flawless abilities would shine here at Kyalami, outperform Alex's mediocre performance in 19th place. Alex, where are you? Why aren't you racing, Alex? What's going on? What is going on? It's not sarcasm. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know how to sarcasm. What is sarcasm? Quinn Smith here in the Trackalicious Aston Martin, representing some of our friend communities. Got SRA, New World Sim Racing, DRL, and 5FI on the hood. All buddies of ours. Alex, why aren't you racing? I'm not the best person at reading, but I can tell that you're not on the list here and not on the grid. Quinn Smith looking for anything he can find. Some advantage somewhere or the other to help his drive. The Taylor Swift concert. Is it a sad concert considering her man friend did not win the Super Bowl? Do we take that into account? Jill Silverin in the 400 Mustang with quite a nice Stars and Stripes livery, representing a lot of America coming out the tailpipes of this car. Lovely Trackalicious logos in the front. Fantastic. Appreciate the representation there. Gilles, I should say. Confusing with our Canadian. The Ferrari 296 GT3. Never driven it. Not quite sure. Can't tell you. Yeah, don't know. Can't tell you about something I don't know. I'm a data-driven person. If I haven't driven it, can't really comment on it. But what I can comment on is the phenomenal performance that we continuously see from Renato Dardanelles. Again, 300ths of a second. That's a third of a blink of an eye. Trying that out. Did you see it? That's cut that in 3, and that's how quickly he's doing it. So Alex, if not a Taylor Swift concert, then what concert are you attending? I consider myself a pretty fast blinker. Oh, see it? See it? All right, here we go. Is it gonna be enough? Yes, finds 2/10. 140.365. That is gonna put a lot of pressure with only 2 minutes left. He likes that. Pulls off potentially going to get some fresh rubber, going in for one more lap, probably. Dinarte, fellow Brazilian, what does he have in the tank? Not the literal tank, but the proverbial tank of skill. Is it filled with talent? Is it filled with determination? Does he have it in him? Is he able to pull that Mustang into the top spot with 2/10 to get? SM Sullivan 11, thank you so much for the Prime sub. We really appreciate your support here at Trackalicious. You are a legend of legends. Thank you. Really do appreciate it. It goes such a long way in helping support the staff and the streamers here and everything that it takes to run these championships, which it takes quite a bit. So really appreciate it. Amazing. I assume that's you, Shane. Yeah, that's awesome. Let's it's free money, right? It's Papa Bezos's bucks that we are trying to take advantage of. He's got plenty of it. Don't worry. Dinarte coming in, and I think he's 2 seconds down. Welcome, Shane. Put in some practice for Snetterton tomorrow. Getting amped up by watching the pros here at Kailami. Learning a thing or two from these folks. Dinarte, gonna stay on board with him, see if he can do anything with this Mustang to try and best his compatriot Renato Dornelles in P1. Nobody else quite having much of an answer. Joe Silverin up 2/10 on his lap. That is potentially going to give him a position there ahead of Jacob Stofko. Sorry, Jakob. And yeah, quite a bit of excitement here on the grid. Really eyes on Portis, eyes on Formato, eyes on Tiago here. Tiago looking for something. Does he have it? Does he not? Looks like he's got a teammate up ahead running a sister car in the Mustang. Is it going to be enough? Looks like he might have a 10th in hand. Our timing charts are showing. Is it gonna be enough for Tiago to go in and grab pole position? Renato Dornelles dominant 2/10 ahead, but is it enough? He is in the pits, decided not to go in for another lap. Did not have enough time as we go through the do or die corner here of Cheetah. Final corner of Ingwe. Must nail the exit, a bit of a wiggle. Is that gonna put him back? What does he have in the tank? Improvement, but oh my goodness! 0.05 of a second. Half of these. That the little wink in the blink. Goodness me, what a fantastic performance. Incredible. Lovely to watch. So cool. It's not often you get a lot of exciting qualifying situations, but Dinarte and Dornelles really did put on a show. And we are going to go get our night settings here so that we can give you guys a good view of what is going on in this race. And my goodness, that was an exciting qualifying. Hope all of you enjoyed it, but that is just the start of what's going on tonight. We're going to go through the grid and really find out what is going to happen. An 80-minute race, mandatory pit stop, and open fueling and tire strategy. Oh no. And in P1, we have Renato Dornelles in the number 3 vacuum racing McLaren. In P2, Tiago Dinarte, 0.05 of a second behind. It was so close. They had such a good battle going back and forth. Incredible. Really fun. Giving inspiration to our rookie series entrants here. Both Maverick, Shane Sullivan in here looking to see what's going to happen. Learning from the pros. Michael Formato in the Fear Nothing Neon Boat Bentley in P3. Kenneth Portis getting himself up into the P4 position. Probably the best qualifying that I remember seeing from him. Then again, I'm usually on the grid way far back to really know where he qualifies. Quinn Smith up into P5. Solid performance by Quinn. P6, Chandler Williams in the Please Brake in T1 car. In P6, Jonathan Clifford. P7 in the 296 Ferrari. Oh. Something going on here. Hopefully not anything bad. Where are our drivers? Who breaks into T1? Those who choose to lose. That's who. Gargle, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Well, those who don't break all break. You know what I mean? Pick your breaks there, but hopefully I am the only one who had an issue there. Let's rejoin and hopefully get the remainder of the grid, but that was an odd situation. Okay. Get reconnected here. Not sure what happened there.
Seconds. 10 seconds.
Sorry, you're hearing some loud typing as informing our server support about something happening. All right, let's finish up the grid here. Let's continue. I think we're at Jonathan Clifford. We just saw. Let's get all of our settings back in order here. Eduardo Galbinski in P8. Stofko in P9. Gil Silverin. I love that livery. That's fantastic. In P10. Wilson Fernandez in P11. In another vacuum racing McLaren, Hunter Davis in P12, and a track racer Ford Mustang, Houston Easton in the Lamborghini here, Matt Artem P14, and an Audi. I think he's the sole Audi on the grid, and Artem's been driving that Audi for a long time. Andre Alex Alfonso in P15, Alex Freeman 16, Anthony Kelly for Nothing Moto McLaren 17, and Andre Lloyd in P18. Closing up the grid. And there we have it. Let's see if we can get our stream all set back up as intended. There we go. There we go. Well, folks, going through the outlap. Water, how are you doing? How are things? Adam Strange, 10 stream streak. Adam, fantastic. Thank you so much. Huge support. What a supporter. What a person out there. Adam, incredible. Well, here we are at Kailami at 10:05 p.m. usually when races happen. And looking at the grid, we had a fantastic qualifying performance between Dinarte and Dornelas. For those of you who missed it, it was 0.05 difference between the two. Incredible, incredibly tight as everybody starts to line up. Zipper formation, left, right, left, right, left, right. Seemingly, Dornelas having that inside line today. Kailami does tend to be dubious in its T2 turn, as T1 is the kink. Crowthorne, it seems like it goes from a really like a 5 wide situation, narrows down to a 2-lane corner, but a lot of these guys have incredible amount of experience, and we're hoping to see some very reasonable, logical driving out here. and make sure that everybody makes it through, at the very least, T1. Lined up at the start finish straight, and we're green go. The lights in the game going before the heads up display. Both Darnellas and Dinarte getting a fantastic start. The Boatley behind of Fermato looking good as well. Portis giving tons of room, making sure he doesn't get into a situation there on the outside. Now on the inside, looks like Darnellas does get that lead that he was looking for. Dinarte just behind. Boatley sending it into barbecue here, just past the Juxke sweep. So it looks like no real change of... I am not sure what's going on, but looks like I've disconnected again. All that excitement. Too much to handle. Please let us back in. We want to watch racing.
Give it all you got.
I apologize, folks. I do. Not quite sure what's going on. But hopefully we are gonna be okay. Hoping. But what do we have here? Looks like for the most part everybody's okay, but we do have some incidents. Davis in the back there with, I think that's Silverin of the 400. Yeah, it looks like there was an incident there of some sort, and unfortunately we're unable to catch it. Fortunately for them, not too far behind, but the pace of these folks up ahead are going to be quite difficult to catch up to. Wilson Fernandez applying a lot of pressure onto Jakob Stafko. Stafko in the Ferrari, not quite sure who has the speed advantage there, but it is going to be quite an incredible challenge for Stafko to maintain that position with the likes of Wilson Fernandez of Vacuum Racing challenging from behind. We have a couple of battles out there. Ooh, a big group here. Looks like it's led by Portis. A bit of a gap to Fermato ahead. Fermato making a mistake closing up that gap for Portis. Fermato, Portis, Williams, Smith, Clifford, Galbinski, Stafko, just a couple of tenths behind, I should say. Incredible pack, and all of them phenomenal drivers. It's going to be really good to watch. Looks like Portis managing to make a pretty good exit out of... Where are they? I think they are going into Sunset now. Just past. No, I'm sorry. Clubhouse S's and up into Leo Cup, up the hill. So this is going to be critical spot for the exit speed to be absolutely optimized as they go down through Mineshaft. The huge long downhill turn here and trying to optimize into the Crocodiles. Big overtaking spot here, but doesn't look like any of these guys have enough position or overlap. Quinn less than optimal line, giving Jonathan Clifford an opportunity to have a look, but not quite enough. This pack again quite tight to each other. Let's try and see if we can get a bit of better reference here. I just can't catch a break. Sorry, folks. I have no idea what's going on. All right, let's try to see. Let me try to have a look here. See if there's something I'm doing wrong. I do apologize. Let me have a quick look and see if there's anything with my connection that I can change or fix. I am not wirelessly connected, as I had a suspicion that might be the case. Let's do this. I am going to be right back. I'm going to reset my network and then hopefully come back and give you guys the rest of the stream. I do apologize. I'm not quite sure why this is happening, but we'll try to resolve it. So I'm going to try to see if I can leave the stream running kind of, sort of, and then I'll be right back. I'll disconnect. I'll restart the stream. I'll be right back. I'll restart the stream and we'll try to run this again. Okay, let's try to do that. So I'm gonna reset the server, reset the network, my home network, and then see if that helps resolve the issue. So hopefully we can see a fantastic rest of the race. Be right back, folks. Don't go away.